Hey, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? Welcome back, man. How's everybody doing today? Got some energy, man. This might be a hyped up show. So I got the C4, you know what I'm saying? Got the C4. Man, listen. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Where is Russ gonna cook next year? What y'all think? He was at the Super Bowl, him and his wife. They was at the Super Bowl with the commissioner, and he was saying, as the game went on, he was getting more and more aggravated that he wasn't playing in the game. Okay, that makes sense, you know, especially the way he started the year. You know what I'm saying? He started the year hot. So, and he finished the year on a bad note. He started throwing interceptions, trying to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Russ got a habit of he'll how do I say it? He'll run into a sack. He'll scramble into a sack. Kind of when the offensive lineman is blocking, you kind of got to go with the momentum of the defensive player where they already got him going, and then run behind that. But a lot of times, Russ, he kind of like to do his own thing, and he'll end up. First of all, the offensive line already not that good. The line's already not that good. So, with that being said, you really got to kind of help them throw the ball away, not try to do too much because that ain't going to work for them. That's only going to make them look worse, and that's going to shorten your career because you the one taking the shots, not them. They are 300 pounds. So they're not 220 getting hit by a couple of 300 pounders knocked to the ground and all that good stuff there. So, in a sense, Russ got to kind of stand in the pocket a little more, get rid of the ball, throw the ball away sometime. You don't always got to go do too much. You don't always have to go and try to cook, as they say, because see, that happened after maybe, the first 4 or 5 games, 6, 7 games, maybe even, and he was going crazy with touchdowns, the yards, and they was winning. So then, but they could never run the ball. So, and down the road, that's going to be a problem when you can't run the ball. So with that being said, that's when they came up with let Russ cook. You know what I'm saying? Then all the MVP talk started. And what happened was teams start sitting back in cover 2. The offensive line and the running game got exposed. So they know he can't really run the ball. Well, the team can't really run the ball because to be honest, Russ was running the ball for major yardage. Like he was the first 5 or 6 games, he was running as much as Lamar Jackson was running, which is never a good thing. Not even for Lamar Jackson. So when all the let Russ cook stuff started, it caught on like wildfire, and then he started going crazy with it, Yeah, and pretty soon Russ might be demanding a trade. Hey, shout out to Little Boxes. What's good, man? So, the let Russ cook thing is not a good thing. Was not a good thing. It was cool, it was catchy, it was flashy, but it wasn't what was needed at the time. What needed to be addressed was uh, what do you call it, off the waiver wire, get some offensive linemen, get a couple running backs. Then the running backs start getting hurt and things of that nature. So that was just more pressure. And the running backs couldn't pass block. They had to bring in guys who didn't really know the the blocking scheme for the plays that they was called. Wasn't familiar with the playbook. So what happened is the last quarter of the season, they started, Russ started falling off, 2 interception game, 3 interception game. You know what I'm saying? And then the sacks start piling up, and he just started to feel it, the wear and tear, the aggravation. And then Russ, the type of guy, he won't voice it. He's gonna try to right the wrongs and all that, but it started weighing on him. So sitting at the Super Bowl, he just came out the other day and said he was pissed that he wasn't playing in that game where he's been twice already. And then he started talking. Then he also made a statement, I'm tired of getting sacked all the time. And I think he threw the number of sacks out there that he got sacked. But get this perspective. In Russ's career, 8 years, he been sacked over 400 times. Tom Brady in 20 years only been sacked 500 times. So wear and tear. I don't care what you do, or like how LeBron does, spending $1 million on his body in the offseason to keep himself healthy, eating, training, hyperbaric, this, and that. Football is different than basketball. Basketball is conditioning, fatigue, and nutrition. Football, he's taking a pound. He's taking wear and tear, So, with that being said, now this just in, the tackles are demanding trades. Hey, listen, man. Hey, that's what's up, man. Lunchtime, huh? Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm rocking the mic as usual, man. You know how it is. Like I said, man, I'm in the new spot, so the shows is gonna be coming more regular. The live shows is gonna become more regular. This is also on the podcast too, on all major streaming services. So subscribe to the podcast if you guys haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, hit the like button, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Because, like I said, being in the new location where I can record, with minor interference, if any, and like I said, sometimes twice a week, the content's gonna become more frequent, and it's just a better space for me in here. But yeah, and so not only Russ, there's a couple quarterbacks that's we already know. Deshaun Watson, he's gonna be on the move regardless of what. See, and then so now too, Russ got a different dilemma than those other guys, because we're gonna throw Carson Wentz in there also. Russell Wilson got a different, dilemma. He got a famous wife that's gonna be doing her job way longer than he's gonna be doing his job. Already have, and hers is gonna extend past his because she's in the entertainment industry, movie and music. So with that being said, even though LA is off the table, don't you think his wife would love to be somewhere else? She would love to be somewhere else other than Seattle. You're close to LA, but you're on the same coast as LA, but it's not LA. She got to get out of. Well, they don't have to, because she can go do what she got to do and come back. Especially while his career is like right now, he's in the last 4 years of his prime. I'll say that he got 4 years of playing at the highest level. Because remember, the beginning of the season, he was number 2 as MVP candidate. It was Lamar Jackson because he had just won the MVP last year, and then Russell Wilson this year. So Miami is a landing spot. LA is not because they just got Matt Stafford, and the Chargers got the stud of all studs in the draft. But how much would they pay for Russ? It's going to be between 35 and 45 a year. Just is what it is. Because right now he's what, the second or third highest paid quarterback? He's in the top 3 for sure. With good reason. Because if they had an offensive line, I mean, who's to say he wouldn't have got the MVP and won? Because, I mean, he's the type of dude where he can hold you down when there's injuries for 2 or 3 weeks. But a whole season of that, you know, teams in the NFL, they watch film, they break down tendencies. Everybody knew the offensive line was trash to begin with. And then the running backs start going down. So, I mean, it just is what it is. Yeah, it's definitely going to be draft picks. I would say he is going to be in if he goes anywhere. First of all, he might not go nowhere. If he goes anywhere, it's going to be him for him. Him for whoever their quarterback is. If he's worthwhile, even if it's San Francisco or Miami, even if it's Tua, you got Tua or Garoppolo, 2 first rounders, and probably a second or I would say 2 first rounders and 2 third rounders. That would be fair. Or 2 first rounders, a third and a fourth for the next 2 years, maybe. Because he's a top 5 quarterback, regardless. Probably really a top 3, if you want to really be real. Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson. Tom Brady's on the back end, so I ain't gonna give him top 3. But then you got coming up, obviously, Deshaun Watson at number 4, Jared Allen. I would throw maybe Tom Brady before Jared Allen, and then so on and so forth. And then you got those veterans that's gonna hold it down, like Matt Ryan, who's always gonna be up there in the stats. You know what I'm saying? Breeze is gone now, so you know what I'm saying. Dudes like that, and I'm probably forgetting some people, but that's what you got right now as far as top 10. That's what you got right now. But yes, definitely some wild stuff going on, man. Definitely some wild stuff going on. I just feel like if he could, because it ain't as bad as Deshaun Watson. It's definitely not as bad as Deshaun Watson's situation. Deshaun Watson, I believe his situation is no turning back right now. Think about it too. Let's say Russell Wilson was to go somewhere like Dallas. They swapped that. Now he's better than Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's way younger. He's damaged goods right now. But offensive line help, and running back help. I forgot about that too. Dallas is another landing spot. So Dallas, Philly, Miami, San Francisco's off the table because they're a division opponent. So that's off the table. He definitely won't go there. They won't do that to themselves because he definitely gonna come back to haunt them because the defense is terrible. So with the exception of Bobby Wagner and Jamal Adams. So Griffin's pretty good. I forget his name, Shaquan or Shaquem Griffin. You got the twin brother. Yeah, man. You know what though? With the top dudes, the free agency is not even it though. You know, the top guys, free agency is not even the issue because those dudes is right now. You think about it. Did Tom Brady start a trend because he left his team? His contract was over, so he didn't even wait for an offer. He left here. He didn't even wait for an offer. He didn't even. He didn't even say, you know, uh, what we got on the table. He was gone. Jameis Winston's up out of there. He was gone, and that's another spot. Russ go down to New Orleans. If if Russ go down to New Orleans, man, listen, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough because what is New Orleans missing right now? Drew Brees played terrible. Drew Brees played terrible. Yeah, but you don't think they would do that for you? So Drew Brees, not Drew Brees, but New Orleans. You don't think New Orleans would shed that cap space for him? I mean, and they might take some. They might take some hits. I would take a penalty to get Russell Wilson with the team that they got now. I would take a penalty because that's a Super Bowl team in place. Jameis Winston's probably going to beat out Taysom Hill for the starting job, right? I say he's probably going to beat him out. But still, you got the same problem that you had before with the turnovers. You don't know what you're going to get from Jameis Winston with the turnovers. Sean Payton could help him, but then again, he's out there on the field, so he might see this, think he see that, and try to get it in there. Yeah, I mean, either way, it's gonna be something to see because the guys that's moving, with the exception of Carson Wentz, the guys that's moving is real good, you know. Nah, Green Bay's good. Um, it ain't really a tough decision. You keep Aaron Rodgers or you don't. It ain't that tough because there's nothing Green Bay can do. I mean, unless they get a trade, because what player in their right mind is gonna go to Green Bay, Wisconsin? Not one. Unless he already played for Nebraska, Wisconsin, something like that. Illinois, Indiana, maybe. But other than that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Um, the salary cap, I don't worry about too much. Yeah. Jones would be gone because did you see what was going on in the playoffs, right? Corey Dillon was getting them not Corey Dillon, but AJ Dillon was getting the majority of the carries. So that right there is a telltale sign that they was transitioning. They wanted to see what he could do, and they was just transitioning and seeing if they could move on. Because down the stretch anyway, you're gonna in the cold weather is gonna limit Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Definitely gonna limit Valdez Scantling because he's a speed burner. So what's gonna happen is down the stretch, you gotta be physical. Their offensive line was pretty good. Got to be able to run the ball. See, they was throwing to AJ Dillon just to make sure he could catch the pass. Because if you get him out there with a cornerback or a safety, he's getting whatever he wants because he's just gonna run them over. You know, the only hope they got is to go for the legs or try to strip the ball. But We talking 250. AJ Dillon. I seen him in person a couple times when he was at Boston College. There's not a defensive back, Jamal Adams included, that want that problem in a 1 yard battle, in a 2 yard battle. Just trying to stop him from getting 2 yards is not a defensive back probably ever that would just say, yo, let's do it. And then after say, yo, that's a good idea, whether you stop him or not. He's a big dude. So I don't know. Now, because what's going to happen is you can get another running back cheap out of college because it's so many. Buffalo got a dude that had like 1,000,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Jones, he can go somewhere like Pittsburgh, somewhere that needs a running back, somewhere that needs a running back and a do-all running back. That's legit because he's definitely legit. So I mean, I don't see him having a problem landing somewhere, and then he would make James Conner. He would make James Conner relevant because James Conner is not a lead back, and I don't know if the kid from Kentucky, I can't think of his name right now. I don't know that he can carry the load as a lead back either. But if they was to get Aaron Jones, then you could throw Conner back there, and now he would look real good, short yardage and sneaking him in on some plays. You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh's in need of a quarterback. They're in need of a quarterback. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll be in a committee. So if he had Aaron Jones as the starter, the lead back, getting 17, 18 carries a game, I feel good with Conner getting 7 carries, 4 catches a game. 7 carries, 4 catches. Hey, that's 11 major touches. And sometimes he'll get hot on a drive, and because he can run any play, because he's big, but he's not like, he's not the lead back, but he didn't have a choice. So now he's seen it all. He can run any play in the playbook, and he'll be fine. And they don't want to let him go because of they don't want to let him go. He's like a hometown hero, so they don't want to let him go, which is cool. But you got to get something to go along with it, I don't know. I just feel like the quarterback situation is going to be huge, and it's going to be a lot of movement, and it's going to be some surprises, and it's going to be some wow, boom. It's going to be some explosion. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some explosion, man. But with that being said, I'm going to jump to something going on in the NBA right now that I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know what's what, so I'm gonna just throw it out there. Name the top 5 shooting guards. Who is the top 5 shooting guards in the NBA? Right now for me, I'm going James Harden, Devin Booker. Well, I'm gonna put him in order: Harden, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. I like Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, current shooting guards. Current shooting guards. I like Donovan Mitchell a lot. I don't know if he can go in the top 5. I'm not exactly sure. I like um 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 from the Celtics right now. Oh, Jalen Brown. I like Jalen Brown. Now the crazy thing is, you would want to put Klay Thompson there, but Klay haven't played in a couple years, in basically two whole years. So we can't put Klay there right now. I like Zach LaVine. You know what I'm saying? I like Zach LaVine, but that's just like that's kind of like a tough that's kind of like a tough um sell there too. Oh yeah, that's a dope five, and that five right there is that's a good five. I like McCollum. So yo, now listen to this. Some people don't want to put McCollum in there. I don't know how. Some people don't want to put McCollum in there, but you got to put him in there because you can't say this is because this is the thing. That's one of the best backcourts in the league, right? How you gonna put him as one of the best backcourts, but you can't, but you're not putting the two guard in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Van Vliet, he should, man. Yo, dude, he's tough. You seen him the other night. What, 54, 57, 54, something like that? Yeah, you gotta put him in there. You gotta put him in there. There's no way you can't put him in there. I don't know about top five because see, it's a lot of stuff that goes with that when you're talking top five. I'm talking impact on the game, right? Ability to kind of change the game, change the direction of the game. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brown's starting to do that. He's starting to be able to do that now. Remember when Oladipo used to be able to do that? He can't do it anymore, but he used to be able to do that. Drew Holiday can do that. Drew Holiday can do that. Drew Holiday is definitely up there. Um, I don't want to say Chris Middleton. He's more of a three, but I think he slid back into the two guard position. I don't want to say Chris Middleton. I don't like his game. I don't like his game, but they have to though, because he's putting in work. He puts up numbers. He puts up numbers. But Devin Booker is definitely going up there. Um, I mean, yeah, yeah. Devin Booker's up there, man. He's definitely. I kind of sometimes I want to put him up at number two, but you know, sometimes I want to put him up at number two. But Bradley Beal is just, ooh, yeah, yeah, and see that's the thing, and see that's what I was saying on on a show before. Like you can't really, and see this is what Harden was saying. You can't even really trust um John Wall to be there. You can't really trust John Wall. You can't really trust John Wall to be like present for most of the games. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of already know what's going to happen for the majority of the games. You know, you know John Wall's not going to be there for the majority of the games for everybody to do what they got to do. in order to be effective. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Dude is hurt all the time. Yeah, yeah. Christian Wood's gonna be a good player, man. Christian Wood's gonna be a good player. I feel like Buddy Hill can be in that conversation. I feel like Buddy Hill can be in that conversation, especially last year and then now. He's to the point now where you could count on him. He's to the point now where you could count on him. So it's not like he just a flash in the pan, or like when he was in college. It's not like oh yeah, he's gonna show up and then he don't show up. Like now, it's like you can count on Buddy Hill to get buckets for your team and stuff like that. But top five situation is a lot different. You know, being in the top five is different. And you got guys like Donovan Mitchell, just nothing you can do to stop him. You know, nothing you can do to stop Donovan Mitchell. So he's up there with the Hardens and Bills as far as you can count on him now. You know, but it's a tough, like, I don't know, it's kind of like a tough thing because people start picking their favorites and all that other stuff. Like, cause I like Jaylen Brown, but I'm not putting him in the top five yet. I'm not putting Jaylen Brown in the top five yet. I'm not even putting Jason Tatum in the top five small forwards yet. You know, they're young and they got some. They just like, it's not like I said, it's not consistent with down one or two, up one with the ball. You need a play made. I don't feel comfortable like that every time they're gonna make a play. And then Kemba Walker is just killing. If who's not in the top five? No, I'm talking Jason Tatum and Brown. I'm talking because I would say Harden, Bill, Donovan Mitchell, McCollum, and probably Zach LaVine. That's who I would put. That's who I would put up there. Yeah, I would say Brown sixth or seventh. He's still working on his game. He improved, but you would get like, if put it like this, if Brown was to go to another team, right? They're probably putting him at the three. If he went to another team, they're probably putting him at the three. Unless he was to go to like a Denver, he would be a solid two guard. But he would be but either way, he's definitely in the top 10. What's up, man? Metusamo. Hopefully that's the right pronunciation, man. What's going on? What's going on, man? Jumping on the topic, man. if you're in the sports? Who's your top five shooting guards or three? Three. I feel like three is just too easy. Three's too easy because you don't got to leave nobody out and there's no controversy. But five, somebody getting left off for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Top 10, but that's too easy though. That's too easy. And I mean, who is it? Who would be in the 10? So the next five. So we got that first five. So the next five, straight away, Jaylen Brown, Buddy Hield. Who else? KCP. Oh, Van Vliet. Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna say Van Vliet before Buddy Hield for sure. For sure. So that's seven. That's eight. Brown, Van Vliet, Hill, Oladipo is nine. And we got to get a good one though for number 10. We got to get a good one for number 10. Hold up, did we even agree that McCollum was in the was in the top five though? Did we agree on that? I don't know. And then you know what? If we go into 10, if we go into 10, we gotta go with if we go into 10, we gotta go with Chris Middleton. We have to, right? If we go on top 10, we gotta go with Middleton. If he's even they got him as a 3 on here. They got him as a 3 on there. Okay, so yeah. Oh no. You know what too? Drew Holiday. I would say Drew Holiday is in that top 10. I would say Drew's in that next five. Yeah. Chris Middleton's and they got him listed as a 3 anyway. So yeah, I would say Drew Holiday is in that next so that would push Buddy Hield down because he ain't better than actually none of those dudes is better than Drew Holiday on that next five. So I would say Drew Holiday, then Jaylen Brown, then Van Vliet. I would do it like that. Me. That's just me. I would do it like that. Hold on one sec, guys. Let me turn the heat on real quick. Hold on. Yeah, that's 6 to 10. That's 6 to 10. You know, but the top five, you really got to be solid with it. You know what I'm saying? But the 6 to 10 though, really, the 6 to 10 is like what beefs it up though. Um, the 6 to 10 beefs up the conversation though. So you know that's probably like where the meat of the conversation is. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that that 6 to 10. Yeah, that 6 to 10 is rough, man. That 6 to 10 also make you think too. Yeah, that 6 to 10. That 6 to 10 definitely make you think. I don't play fantasy. I do well, kinda. I do the FanDuel where you set your lineup every night, and you got to use the price that they give you. A person like $6,666 a person, a player or something like that. But I didn't really do the fantasy. I can't keep up with it, man, because like I drive, so I can't really keep up with it. By the time I get done, it's too late to set the lineup and all that other good stuff. Superhuman performance. Yo, yeah. Football I do, and this, you know what? The last, I say 3 years, I didn't do fantasy though. The last 3 years, I did the FanDuel. I did the FanDuel the last 3 years. Oh, to Dynasty, yeah. So what's the difference? How does that work? Because like I like the FanDuel because you don't get stuck with the same guys for the whole season, and then you get money after, you know. And you get the crazy joint is they pay you every night. If you win every night, you get paid every night. Like football, dude. Some weeks it's just doing different lineups. I was getting paid, dude. I was 1 week. It was crazy. I got paid Sunday, Monday, and it was a Wednesday. They had like a Wednesday game. Okay. So that's the okay on the dynasty joint. All right. Yeah. Now see that right there makes sense. And then, well, you see that makes sense because you got the guy, and then but how? So how long is it? Is it like a 3 year thing or a 5 year? While we in the NBA, what y'all think about this? Mark Cuban, man, he canceled the anthem. 5 years, okay, yeah, that's straight. 5 years is straight. 5 years is straight. Don't pick John Wall. Don't pick John Wall. You be straight. Oh man, let me stop, yo. Let me stop. Let me stop. And so then it's a so you charge a fee for teams to come in, but the next topic. So the next topic is Mark Cuban canceled the national anthem at Dallas games. Okay, yeah, yeah, that make a lot of sense. Yeah, that make a lot of sense. So so what's the thoughts on that? Mark Cuban cancel the national anthem. That don't make no sense to me. Well, you know what? It does make sense. But the thing is, did he change his mind? Because remember when Donald Trump said something about it a few years back, he was on Donald Trump's side. So now it seems like he figured it out. The majority of your players, the majority of your league. First of all, Dallas is internationally is an international team because he always got guys from overseas on his team, going all the way back to JJ Barea and those dudes. So Dirk. Now you got Luka and Porzingis. To them, any of those guys, Dirk maybe on the Black Lives Matter because Dirk, his wife is black. But the rest of those guys from overseas, you know what I'm saying? Even JJ Barea is an American, he's Puerto Rican, but it ain't as deep rooted. But my thing is, what made you change your mind? Somebody say something, he had eased up. He didn't care if people kneeled after a couple years because he understood. You know, he seen where we was going with it, and kneeling wasn't a big deal to him. So he didn't want everything split. He didn't want some dudes kneeling. You know, some people want to stay in the back. Some people want to stand and no one to go at. So what he did was he took the pressure off the players. He took the beef out of the locker room, and he just canceled it at his games in his arena. He got every right to do that, you know. But I don't know what's up with it though. I don't know what's up with it because he was with Donald Trump at first. You know what I'm saying? He was with Trump on that national anthem thing. So I don't know. And then maybe too, he was just like, I don't want to agree with Donald Trump on nothing. You know? He don't want to probably agree with Donald Trump on nothing. Can't blame him. Can't blame him. Dude's one of the worst of the worst. Worst of the worst. I don't know, man. But what you think, man? What's everybody's thoughts? Yeah, he's different. He's a different dude. You know, I feel like when he was, I feel it. Then again, and again, you know, I feel like he might not even been agreeing with Donald Trump, everything he's saying, but just like right off the rip, people kneeling for the flag, kneeling for the anthem. I mean, a lot of people immediately, they're disrespecting this, and that. Got nothing to do with that, bro. Then when stuff heated up, and you know all this stuff started happening, and then Colin Kaepernick explained why he took the kneeling approach. Who told him to kneel? Was a veteran. So how can you disagree with that? A patriot told him that to kneel. A patriot told him that. You know what I'm saying? So how can you disagree? Donald Trump is definitely not a patriot. He's not a patriot. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about him. Definitely ain't giving him no shine. But he's definitely not a patriot. But I feel like that took a lot of pressure off the players and stuff like that. Because Mark Cuban don't really care about the pressure. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean nothing to him. You know? He's good either way. I just thought it was like came out of like left field. The fact that he did that. You know what I'm saying? that he would just out the blue, boom, no more anthem in Dallas. And I don't know if the league can I don't know if the league can like do nothing to him about that. I don't think so. I don't think so. But who knows? Who knows? Now ESPN saying all national, all, well, wait a minute. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. The the ESPN reported that the NBA issued a statement saying all teams will play the national anthem. The NBA issued that statement. So I guess there will be the anthem in Dallas. Because the last few games he didn't play it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't play it the last few games. So we're gonna see what he does now. Because the NBA said all teams will play it, including his. You know what I'm saying? And well, it's actually a league policy. So, and you know, down in Dallas, they got fans because that's the reason why a lot of the big boxing matches happen down in Dallas because they can have fans. So they're bringing in more money with the pay per view if the fight is big enough, pay per view, and then the gate of the fight, so they can have they can have fans there, so they can actually bring in more money to pay the fighters and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But listen to this. So this is out of nowhere to me. Manny Pacquiao is in training camp to fight who? Who is he fighting? He's in training camp to fight who? Mikey Garcia said, he just said they was fighting, right? Him and Manny Pacquiao. He said he's going to fight Pacquiao next. So I'll get to Mikey Garcia in a little bit. So Manny Pacquiao is now in training camp to fight who? I'm sorry, Ryan Garcia. If it so, it went from he's fighting him. He's fighting Ryan. Well, Ryan Garcia said they was fighting, and then it went to that's going to be a exhibition, which don't make no sense because it's two professional fighters. One's a champ. One's a champ. He just was on is the champion recess, whatever that means. And then one is a money grab. Mikey Garcia is a big money grab. He's super popular. Ryan Garcia. I keep saying Mikey Garcia. Ryan Garcia. He's a big money grab. He's super popular. He has a young fan base, which is cool. Then, you know, he has a good looking kid, so he got a female fan base. So he's bringing more things to the sport of boxing. 5 million followers on Twitter, all that good stuff. So what it is and he gets Gates. He gets big Gates at his fights, and then without even having a title, hit somehow his name is in there with champions: Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. God had just lost to Lopez and had the shoulder surgery. Um, it'll come to me in a minute. But his name is there with the likes of champions. He's not even a champion, only because he can bring substantial views, pay-per-view buys, and things like that because of his fan base is huge. But now here's the problem. Can he beat any of those guys? No. No. He just got dropped by a dude with no punching power, and he didn't even see that left hook coming. So imagine if it's a left-handed Tank Davis, left-handed power punching Tank Davis. He's not getting up from that left hook. Imagine if it's Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. He's not getting up from that left hook. Just is what it is. Teofimo Lopez, captain hook. He's not getting up from that left hook. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, in order to call shots, right? You got to be a threat to beat anybody. And Ryan Garcia is not a threat to beat anybody in that top five that he's in. I'm putting him in the top five in that weight class, right? He can't beat any one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? He definitely can't beat Manny Pacquiao. But I'll say just him, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, Teofimo Lopez. He can beat any of those guys in that division. Not one. But it's to the point now they need him. They need him because things are slow. The COVID got numbers down, fights down, revenue from fights way down. But he seems to be so popular that he can get fights. So in some instances, he's gonna be correct in saying that I'm gonna fight this guy and it's gonna happen. Just because of the popularity and the money he can draw. So that's just that just is what it is. I mean, I don't think Ryan Garcia can beat I don't think Ryan Garcia could beat Vasily Lomachenko either. It's what it is with him is, he's a fresh face. Like I said, he's popular. He's a money draw, and people want to see fights because there haven't been no fights. Even the guys that can fight each other, ducking and dodging each other, hasn't been any fights. So, people want to see fights, and he's talking the game. Devin Haney, we got to do this. And Devin Haney pull up on him at his fight, in his face, standing there, hugging him, and says, I got to fight Gervonta Davis first. So Gervonta Davis said, cool, let's do it. Now, all of a sudden, you trying to fight Manny Pacquiao, and championships don't matter and all this other stuff. So which one is it, King Ryan? Which one is it? You know, for me, I just feel like he can be iced out because them sanctioning bodies don't care about him because he's not a champion. You know, they want to see unification. So if he's not a champion, he can bring all the money he wants. He'll be a lead up. He'll be a promotional tool, maybe, but it's not going to be a fight because he got nothing that they could use. You know, he got nothing that they could use. You know, I feel like he is going to be a good fighter though. He's going to be real good, and he's going to be the champ one day. They're going to make up a belt for him if need be. You know, this is boxing. This is participation trophies at its finest. So they're gonna make up a belt for him. They'll say he's the popular champion or something like that. You know, the Instagram champion, of the world, the WIC, the World Instagram Champion. That's Ryan Garcia. But I don't feel like he's as serious as he. I feel like his camp is telling him, like, you can't beat none of those guys. Well, he don't even have to tell him; he knows. And he's going about the promotion the right way, because he's going to be good regardless for the next 3 or 4 years. His money's going up. He hanging with Canelo. This is what it is, So he's good. He's good. No, I don't think he should rush himself because, like I said, I don't hate him. I don't hate on him. He's gonna be, what he's gonna be. High paid, just like Oscar De La Hoya and things of that nature. But Chavez Jr., things like that. But I don't think he got the dog in him yet. Like Chavez Jr. had, he's kind of losing it. He want to do other stuff, but I don't think he got the dog in him yet. But he's still young, and those dudes, some of those dudes are gonna move, and he's probably gonna move up too, because he's filled out. He's filling out. But yeah. So I don't know, man. I think we're gonna end it like that. So again, man, if you haven't already, subscribe, like the video, share, drop a comment, man, do all that good stuff, man. And I will holler at y'all the next show. I'm not sure if we're going to get another one before Valentine's Day. I don't know. But if hopefully we do. If we don't, y'all have a good Valentine's Day. Candy, all that good stuff. Me and the wife is going away. We gonna get a little change of scenery. Not going out, not nothing crazy like that. We ain't gonna be outside in the public and all that, but just a change of scenery, man. Just to get away, chill for a few days, kick back. If y'all haven't, man, go grab you some merch. 95 North Entertainment merch, man. Go check the Instagram for the merch. The real _mojo_. I got the merch on there. Got the 95 North Instagram also. The number is 95 North _ENT. Go check that, man. Go check me out. Grab some merch. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hanging out with your boy. We're gonna get out of here. Like I said, man, y'all enjoy the Valentine's Day. As always, be safe. Wash your hands. Sanitizer, social distance. Mainly, man, stay in the crib, chill, wear the masks, and do all that stuff, man. Y'all be good, man. I'm out of here.
Get with me, we in your city. We going dumb, we going party, we going select. Get with me, we in your city.